Hello and welcome, this is Rooflemonger, and my friends, I have very recently done a Kombat Kast for the Joker in Mortal Kombat 11, and we have now learned a lot new and a lot more details about the character. So that said, hey, let's break down everything we have learned about the Joker. So first up here, what you're looking at is his 4-2 string starter. And this has quite some range to it. Now, maybe not like Kotal Khan range or nothing, but certainly some good range. It is a high starter, just so you know, so it is duckable if you're not holding block, but still very good range, and that seems to be holding through with Joker, is he seems to have some fairly decent range. Now, also, this 4-2 starter has a crushing blow attached to it. So the crushing blow is fairly standard fare. As long as it's a counter hit or a punish, you will then get a crushing blow and launch and be able to combo it from there. So considering it's a fairly long range poke, it's very easy to hit confirm, all that fun stuff, it's pretty easy to get this crushing blow in my opinion. Our next string showcased here is forward 1, which is a mid and ends in a low, and they said it is a quick mid, although they didn't state how quick it is exactly. Also, he's throwing burning money at you. I find this very flavorful and cool. Just, you know, hey, Joker doesn't care about money, right? So, hey, just here's a bunch of wads of $100 bills just on fire, throwing them at your face, and this is my combo starter. We also had a jab starter showcased here, and it has a normal ender, what you expect, and also a launcher. Meterless launchers are somewhat rare in Mortal Kombat 11, so that lets you save bar, especially for punish combos, and you can do your meterless launcher and then just go from there. Joker also has a low-hitting hit confirm starter, which is great because one of his special moves is a base overhead. So it kind of creates pressure just from that alone. Do I do my low-hitting starter or do I just go right into my overhead? So now to talk about the Joker and his base special moves. So these are the ones that are normal across all variations. The first here is the gunshot here, a little bat doll gunshot. So the one thing to note here first and foremost, it is a high, it does 7%, which is reasonable, and you can also hold the move. And if you hold the move, he goes into this whole ventriloquist act here that has all sorts of its own dialogue, which is cool. Now EXing it here, so EX is a launch, and it does 10% flat out before any combo damage, which is pretty crazy. Our next special move here is the Bird Boy Beatdown, and it is an overhead, so that can enable a lot of high-low stuff. So he basically just beats you across the noggin with the cane, to put it pretty sufficely. This is the enhanced version, does more hits, does more damage. Now this also has a crushing blow attached to it. So if you enhance it 3 times over the course of a game, doesn't really matter what round or whatever, as long as you enhance it 3 times over the course of a game, the 4th time you do it, you basically will get your crushing blow. So this ain't going to happen round 1 or anything, but since, there's crushing blow, since this is going to be a very standard move you're going to be using a lot, either as a combo ender or as a raw overhead to catch people, the crushing blow I think is a very reasonable goal to hit. And our final base special move is the Jack-in-the-Box here. So this move is holdable. The longer you hold the button, the longer he'll just crank the Jack-in-the-Box, and it shoots a little mini projectile that can hit a very close distance. And if you just do it point blank, then it hits right away. Now the thing about this right here is it's going to be mostly used for block pressure from as I describe it as I've seen. The pushback on block is frankly ridiculous. It creates a lot of space, and hey, it puts you about in that 4-2 range that we talked about earlier for Joker in his range, right? They stated it's basically neutral and sometimes plus on block, and the enhanced version with the big explosion, all the more yet, right? So this is basically be, if you got your hit confirm and you can see it's blocked, you can just basically easily reset the neutral with the Jack-in-the-Box and go from there. Seems like it's going to be an incredibly powerful tool for Joker. So let's talk about the forward throw specifically for a second, because it is tied to his fatal blow of all things. So the forward throw has a crushing blow, and it works with the fatal blow in this. Joker's fatal blow is like Johnny Cage's, in that you can hold his fatal blow and then dash cancel out of it. And what does this mean? Well, just like Johnny, you can use it to extend combos for one, right? You can go hit, 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 fatal blow, cancel, dash cancel out of it, hit, 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 continue from there, right? But also this means basic simple mix-ups. After I dash cancel my fatal blow, am I gonna throw you or am I gonna hit you, right? If I throw you with the forward throw after my fatal blow, the crushing blow for the forward throw triggers when the fatal blow is on cooldown, meaning that anytime you've dash canceled your fatal blow, that means you have a massively powerful throw on dock. and you can just really rip their life away, to say the least, right? And there you go. Some nasty business there, right? Or you can just hit them and strike them and all that kind of stuff, right? So it enables strike throw mixes, and it makes the already strong Johnny Cage style of fatal blow canceling all the stronger yet. Now, as for Joker's 3 competitive variations, Variation 1 is more of a zoning style one, and the first thing you can do in this one here is that little bat doll you can shoot with, you can cancel the shot. So now you have the option to shoot it, you have the option to hold it as you did before, but now you can also cancel the shot, and now you have a multi-layer guessing game, you know, hey, am I going to do it, am I going to hold it, am I just going to cancel it, and, you know, say maybe catch you jumping or whatever, right? It just gives you another layer to work with. Now also, the second thing we have here is the parry. So it's the standard parry, and you can enhance it to launch as well. But yeah, you hold up the little bat doll, and if you hit Joker when he's holding up that little bat doll, hey, there you go. And our third thing here is the low, because it is a low hit, gunshot. Now one, this does stupid amount of chip, and it also does stupid amount of damage if you enhance it. It does 4 shots. It is almost 20% if you get hit by it, and that's a lot of damage. So it's a low gunshot, so you have to worry about the usual stuff. He does low profile because he crouches to the ground while doing it, so things will go over his head, that kind of stuff. Good chip damage, and basically it just helps his range game between all the other options for Variation 1. Variation 2 is more of a mix-up slash pressure style variation. It has to do with these jack-in-the-boxes here. So here is the unenhanced version of the move, and it doesn't do much by itself other than hit on the way up. So it can be used as an anti-air into a conversion, as you're seeing here. But the big thing about this one here is if you do enhance that move, then the jack-in-the-box will also hit on the way down. And then you can get pressure, because Joker recovers very quick from this. And so if it hits or otherwise is blocked, whatever, it's definitely your turn. Now also, while you're enhancing it, you can indeed choose close, medium, far. So you can use it in an artillery sense if you so like. But yeah, the name of the game here is definitely, for the most part, the enhanced version of the move. So we can get it land on people's heads and be either plus on block, or I'm sure you can combo out from this state after it lands on their noggin. But yeah, so pressure is the name of this move, to say the least, because you want that to land on their head and just go from there. The second and final move in this variation is the kick jack-in-the-box. So he'll kick it across the ground here, also aimable, just so you know, and the jack-in-the-box once again will spring up. So he will recover before the block animation is over with this, just so you know. So it basically gives him more pressure frames, more plus frames on block, all that kind of fun stuff. And also, if you enhance it, it is a launcher as well. And from that, you can do a combo state, and the launch is ridiculously high. So you can definitely get some big boy stuff, some really fancy stuff off these juggles, because man, oh man, does it launch them very high up in the air. His third variation is more neutral slash trap heavy. The first thing we get here is these giant boxing gloves. So just so you know, this does replace his overhead base special move, just so you know, but the range, as you can see, is big. So it is a high, so you can duck it, but still the range is absurd, and also it is enhanceable into a launch into some big damage. That's, over 300 is not nothing off a very simple hit confirm, right? Now another thing to note, does have a crushing blow attached to it, so as long as this is a punish or a counter hit, you can then get a crushing blow from it, as you can see right here. So very long range, exceptional poke, say the least. So this replaces the overhead, but with the combo ability and the strong neutral presence it gives you with the range, hey, I think it's probably well worth it. And the second and final special move of this variation is this guy, the Jerry Can. So as you can see, he's laying down the gas, and man, boom, hey, look at that, big old fire pit. So not too many characters have DOTs in this game, like environmental ones, and Joker is indeed one of them. So you are allowed to hold it. So you don't have to hold it all the way through, as you saw before. You can do it fairly quickly, or hold it and go from there. Also, as you saw right there, that is the enhanced version, which is another giant explosion, which also looks like it'll be launch okay, especially in the corner. So if someone's trying to jump in or pressure you while you are laying down your fire pit, you can easily just enhance it on the spot. Giant explosion, giant hitbox. Hey, screw off, don't charge at me while I'm doing this. And yeah, it just seems like it could be very, very strong. To note as well, this seems like a prime candidate for corner combos in that you do 90% of your combo, purposely drop the last hit to cancel into the Jerry Can gas canister here, and make it so the enemy wakes up in the flame, wakes up in the DOT, and they have to stress out about all the stuff that can happen from there. So yeah, a strong environmental DOT, looks very cool, looks very good. I think it has a lot of potential. Obviously, if you combo the person into it, you're going to do more damage. Or Aaron Black style, you may be able to back throw them into it as well to make sure they're taking environmental damage during the back throw. And that's what we know of the Joker so far, so it looks very interesting to me. Make sure to check the channel for combo tips, all that stuff when it comes out. For me, I like Variation 3 personally, but yeah, it looks good. Anyways, my friends, that's the end of this video. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well. Go out and play some Mortal Kombat.